Morning Edition, Bahamian students hunkering down as Hurricane Florence moves into North Carolina. Also, the state of education and the road ahead. And one of our own accepts a challenge for a prostate examination. It's the end of another week. Good morning, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Morning Edition. Thank you so much for waking up with us. While high surf will continue to batter parts of the country, Bahamian students in North Carolina among thousands seeking shelter and safe accommodation as Hurricane Florence moves into that area. Now, to give us an update on weather conditions, here's Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good morning, Basil.
Good morning, LaDawn. Outer rain bands from Florence have been soaking the Carolinas all night long. Now, the eye, where the core of those hurricane force winds are about to make landfall near North Carolina, and that will usher in some dangerous storm surge, followed by some very strong hurricane force winds, which will be of the order of about 90 miles per hour. Also, rainfall is going to be a major problem as Florence has slowed down. It's now moving forward at about 5 miles per hour. So in addition to those dangerous storm surge, you're going to have an accumulation of rainfall up to about 25 inches, which will make flooding a major problem in the Carolinas. Outside of our studios, partly cloudy skies, temperature 79 degrees, relative humidity 88%, east-southeast winds at 5 miles per hour, your barometric pressure 1,014.6 millibars, that's 29.96 inches, and it is rising. Temperatures around the islands tonight, 79s in Greentoll, Key, Abaco, Marshall, Abaco, also 79 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands, and that's Bimini there at 83 degrees, 83 also in Harbor Island. Rock, Sandy, Lutra, 82, Otterstown, Cat Island, 82 as well. Stanley Key, 81 in Kemp Space on Andros, Fresh Creek and Central Andros at 82 degrees. San Salvador reporting 82, also Rome Key at 82 degrees. More 82s in Clarencetown, Long Island, Crooked Island, and Ragged Island, 81 in Betsy Bay, Maguana, Acklands, 81. Matthew Taniagua, 82 degrees, and also the Turks and Caicos Island has a temperature of 82 degrees. Your boating forecast for today, we expect those winds to be light and variable, wave heights 1 to 3 feet, but some moderate swell still expected over the northwest Bahamas. High tide taking place at 11:08 in the morning with the high tide at 5:31 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, winds southeast 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your first look at weather, the morning edition. Stay tuned, your forecast for today and tonight is still ahead.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, the word coming out of North Carolina is pretty good for Bahamian students. The Consulate General's office in Atlanta has seen a tremendous amount of outreach from the students in North Carolina over the past several days. Consul General Astor Umbrister-Rolls spoke with us a short time ago.
Well, I haven't had much contact with them so far for the morning. As of yesterday, we know that the rains and the winds have started to come down on them. But everybody's very grateful that the storm has kind of downgraded to the 2 that it is today. We still urge everyone to be careful and to take precautions, but we're very happy that the threat is a lot less than it was when we first started this ordeal. Most of our students are safe. They're in their universities. They're either in the dorms or in like large cafeteria areas or the student centers, and most of them are safe. We feel very good about the situation for our students in North Carolina. The storm is now a 1 now that it's made landfall, so we know that the buildings that they're in are going to be able to withstand that. So at this point, we're not particularly worried that we have any of them that are going to be in great jeopardy.
Now, according to Umbrister-Rolls, the office in Atlanta will be operating to ensure that students can reach out to officials and maintain contact with students.
In Atlanta, things have kind of calmed down just a little bit. So all of the state and government buildings are going to be open. So we reopened our office. We had plans to close it today, but we're going to be at work all day today. So the office lines will be open all day. And then tonight, the phone numbers of the employees, so you'll always be able to reach someone.
Well, back here at home, we're going to take you out on the street where Sieska Adderley is standing by. Good morning, Sieska.
Good Friday morning. It's a wet one, and that's why this morning's traffic topic, which is traffic lights, is even more crucial as it will become imperative for you to follow these traffic lights. And here to tell us about the significance, of course, of traffic lights is Corporal Miko Evans from the Traffic Division. Good morning, Corporal Evans. How are you on this Friday morning?
Good morning, Ms. Adley. I'm fine. Good morning, Bahamas.
Good. So let's talk traffic lights on this wet Friday morning.
Well, as you can see, it is very wet. So we want the persons to drive very cautiously, pay attention to the traffic lights, and particularly the red traffic light. Once approaching the junction and the light goes to amber, you want to pay special attention to it. You don't want to cross over the amber light. That will definitely cause you to run the red traffic light.
Okay, so in addition to traffic lights, just the importance of waiting. We're seeing people even trying to overtake on this small road. Just talk about the dangers of that.
Once you're trailing behind a vehicle and the vehicle responds to the amber light, there's no need for drivers to overtake them and trying to catch the amber light.
Okay, so let's talk back to traffic lights and what the most offenses that you find. What do you find people doing the most when it comes to traffic lights?
Well, definitely traffic lights. We're observing now that up ahead, when there is traffic, persons are getting trapped in the middle of the intersection due to the traffic up ahead, and they're causing obstruction to the other flow of the traffic.
All right. Thank you so much. That's Corporal Miko Evans from the Traffic Division, and he's just reminding you what you should already know, but pay attention to the lights. If it's red, stop. If it's amber, slow down. And of course, if it's green, then you're good to go. Back to you in the studio, LaDawn.
Thanks a lot, Sieska. In other news this morning, Minister of Education, the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, reviewing the state of the public school system during his annual Back to School national address aired last night here on the ZMS network. He made it clear that the only acceptable standard for education is excellence. Minister Lloyd touched on a number of priority items on the ministry's agenda, including changing the national graduation rate, which now stands at 50%.
The aim is to increase that graduation rate from the present 50% to 85% within the next 12 years. That's by 2030. Of course, we expect to do it far sooner, but 2030 is our goal. And we believe that by focusing on the key areas outlined above, we are sure to achieve and surpass that lofty goal.
The Education Minister noted the government's commitment to digitalize the entire public school system by 2019. Now, regarding preschool education, Minister Lloyd acknowledged that 50% of the country's preschoolers are not ready to enter grade 1.
Our ministry hopes to increase the percentage of 3- and 4-year-olds in preschools from the current 30% to 75%. How are we going to do this? Beginning this year and every year hereafter, we increase that enrollment by 1,000 students. We have already begun this year by registering our first 1,000 students to increase the number that we already have in our schools. We did not have the space for all of them in the public system, so we partnered with carefully vetted.
In other news, the search continues this morning for a suspect wanted in the shooting death of Inspector Carlos Blach. An island-wide effort was mounted as officers combined their initiatives in this homicide probe. The victim was sitting in a vehicle along with his daughter in the vicinity of the H.O. Nass Junior High School when he was approached by a male armed with a firearm who ordered him out of his vehicle. As the officer was exiting the car, the gunman shot him. Inspector Blach later died in hospital. Meanwhile, security has reportedly been beefed up at various public schools here in the capital following that shooting death near the H.O. Nass Junior High School. Director of Education Marcellus Taylor on the security standing.
We do our best to secure our school environs. Of course, when school ends, the security persons and senior mistresses and masters, they walk out as far as they can away from the school campus, but of course they only can go a certain distance. As is typical of when there is a tragedy at school, We mobilize our guidance counselors to provide grief counseling for all the staff and the students and so on. I don't know the particulars on the family itself, but I'm sure that our persons at the school will look into that, and if the need is there, we can offer counseling to them as well.
Also this morning, the Bahamas Against Crime organization mounted a conference yesterday to focus on the abuse and exploitation of children. This year's theme, Protect Our Children, Preserve Our Future. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of National Security, Eugene Poitier, says that child protection is an issue that should be targeted head-on.
The protection of our children is not an option, but it is a right. And wishing the problem away or ignoring the white elephant in the room is foolhardy and irresponsible and will not change the problem. For all of our good intentions and our well-planned fora, more is needed to eradicate this social scourge. So we have adequate child legal and protective services. We have our juvenile court panels. We have Marco's Law and the Child Protection Act. We have the Bahamas' Constitution and the National Committee for Families and Children, and many other laws to protect our children, and yet child exploitation persists.
Poitier added that there needs to be a collective and coordinated effort in evaluating the entire system to come up with best-suited solutions.
So for the rights of children to be more than mere unfulfilled promises, the stakeholders within this forum must serve as the promoters and enforcers of the legislated rights for children. The question we must ask ourselves are the following. Does our legal system provide our children with the means to obtain quick and fair justice? Does our legal system remove possible threats from the lives of our children? And do we provide safe havens where our children can be protected from predators?
And still to come, we're coming to you live from a popular eatery. That and more when the Morning Edition comes right back.
If you own a portfolio of securities within a brokerage account, like stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, you can access a hassle-free loan, known as a margin loan, based on the value of that portfolio. Your investment portfolio is essentially used as collateral for a cash loan, and the benefits are numerous. Simple and straightforward application, quick turnaround, a more competitive interest rate, no requirement for monthly payments. Contact us for more information on margin loans.
Need insurance for your valuables? Shield Insurance is the answer for you, offering friendly, professional service at competitive prices. Our experienced staff at Shield Insurance work hard to ensure that you get the right coverage for your car, home, or business. Now introducing our new premium financing program, designed to make it easier for government workers and employees of approved businesses to receive car and home insurance. Visit Shield Insurance on Thompson Boulevard or call 356-7202.
Empowering minds, perfecting attitudes, and Christian training. We invite you to tune into Impact with our hosts, Bishop Leroy Emmanuel and the Honorable Miriam Emmanuel, each Sunday morning at 8 a.m. right here on ZNES TV 13. It's dynamic, educational, motivational, and yes, a life-changing experience. Impact. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to the best of sports world.
Hey, I'm Megan Shepard, a reporter here at the ZNS Northern Service. Did you know that ZNS is right at your fingertips when you download the new ZNS app? Missed something in our newscast? That's okay. Simply pull up the app, swipe, and you'll find all of our news headlines and highlights. So what are you waiting for? Download the new ZNS app today.
As an artist, I travel all over the world and I find inspiration all around me. from the people, and especially the environment. I love the Bahamas with all its natural beauty, from Abaco in the north to Inagua in the south, and all the wonderful and colorful islands in between. But we must all do our part to keep the Bahamas healthy and clean, now and for the future generations. That's why I want you to find a little time to do your part. I'm doing my part because I care. Do you?
Also this morning, we have a special health segment for you. This is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and our Charles Fisher had the opportunity to check out the process. Here's his experience.
After much hesitation and just having reached that age, I decided it was time. And after being greeted by Dr. Robin Roberts, I was briefed.
Good morning, Mr. Fisher. How are you?
I'm doing quite well.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're here this afternoon. You've come for your annual checkup. And we encourage men to get an annual physical, particularly when you reach over the age of 40.
Many men die from prostate cancer because they do come for evaluation or checkup when it's too late.
We also show that the early detection decreases the chances of men presenting with prostate cancer by some 75%.
And as men of African descent, that percentage is much higher.
We have a different type of prostate cancer. We have a very aggressive prostate cancer. It starts earlier, it grows faster, it spreads faster, and we are more likely to have it, and we are definitely more likely to die from it. We have an incidence of at least 2 prostate cancers a week being diagnosed in this country. At least a man dying every 2 weeks from prostate cancer in this country.
Men have this macho persona, which is not a good thing.
And in this macho society where men or real men, there are certain behaviors that we are not supposed to have. And real men have the behaviors whereby it reflects our power. It reflects real men do not get sick, do not go to the doctor, do not feel pain. We don't discuss healthcare issues because real men don't get sick.
So with all that knowledge, it was just one more thing to do.
And so when you do the exam where you actually insert the finger in the rectum, you are not only feeling for the prostate, but you are feeling for other conditions. Here's your prostate, you feel like you want to pee?
Yeah.
All right, so you have a perfectly normal feeling prostate. We finished. We finished.
After hearing that good news, feeling new, I would like to encourage all men over the age of 40 who have not done so to go get their checkup. For the ZNS News Network, I'm Charles Fisher.
For sure, I'm going to get you later on in the newscast. Believe it or not, there are thousands of Bahamians that are scheduled to work in the early morning hours and need that nutritional boost, either an egg and cheese croissant, some tasty donuts, iced coffee or tea to get the day started. It's after the 7 a.m. hour, and I am sure our Sieska Adderley is ready to sink her teeth into one or two of these breakfast items. She joins us live this morning from Dunkin' Donuts downtown. Good morning, Sieska. What's for breakfast?
Good Friday morning, all. I moved just down the street and I'm now coming to you live from the Dunkin' Donuts downtown location. And I got my week off to a sweet start at Mortimer's Candy, and it's ending on an even sweeter note here at Dunkin' Donuts. And here to tell us all about what they have to offer to get our day started is the marketing director, Ash Henderson. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Edition.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Sieska. Good morning, Bahamas. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good. So how should we start off our day with Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, at Dunkin' we have a full range of products, whether you want a beverage, a sweet treat, or some food. So in front of me I have our classic sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. It's currently part of our 2 for $7 menu. We also have a 2 for $3 and 2 for $5. We have a double chocolate donut with some frosting on it, which is absolutely delicious for a sweet start to your day. And of course, we have a full range of hot beverages like our brewed hot coffee and especially our new pumpkin lattes as well.
Okay, so pumpkin, because we're heading into fall, right? Let's talk about those stuff.
People love pumpkin, and we have maple pecan, and they are delicious. They are better than anybody else's. And yeah, you can get the pumpkin flavor in a hot coffee, iced coffee, hot latte, or even iced latte as well.
And I'm sure it's a perfect way to end the week, because I'm sure people are probably watching their calories all week and stuff, so it's okay to let go on a Friday, right?
It is, but we also have a full range of healthier options. Our DD Smart menu, we have an egg white veggie flatbread, we have a turkey sausage sandwich, so whether you're a vegetarian or you want to have a slightly lighter, healthier option, we have a full range of food for you to enjoy.
So what do you recommend for me to get my day started? Because I'm not going to work right now.
I would recommend the sausage, the egg and cheese, add some hash browns, have a nice hot or iced coffee, and just kickstart your morning.
All right, sounds good, Ash. Thank you so much.
No, thank you
for joining us on the Morning Edition. So you heard it. I am starting my day off at Dunkin', so don't look for me just yet. I'm going to spend some time here with Ash and see what they have to offer downtown. Dunkin' Donuts. Be here. I wish you guys were. All right, back to you in the studio.
Siaska seems as if she's forgetting us this morning, Fisher.
She has Lyndon with her this morning, so anything is possible.
And talking about your experience getting your prostate exam.
LaDawn, you did something my wife has been trying to get me to do for the last few years. So you went out and you called me old, so I took up that challenge, went, and after I had the examination, I called all my friends and all my boys and I encouraged them to go on down. It's an easy process. It doesn't take more than 10 seconds. And after Dr. Robin Roberts explained everything to me, I feel like a new man right now. So I'm going to go out this weekend and I'm going to party and have a good time. So ready to go.
So what's coming up in sports? Coming
up in sports, the Providence Softball Association. Well, the Ladies Championship matchup was also there. The big game last night at the New Providence Softball Association Bankers Field. Thanks a lot, LaDawn. I'm going to give you a treat for that.
That story and more ahead in sports.
We live in a hurricane zone, so safety, security, and protection of our homes and businesses is very important. That's why We Buy, You Sell, the Hurricane Impact Window and Door Specialists, offers 100% fully laminated hurricane impact windows and doors designed to withstand all category storms. Our prices are 30 to 50% lower than our competitors. We also sell porcelain, mosaic, and plank tiles. Visit our showroom and let our trained, certified staff cater to your needs. We Buy, You Sell, located number 163 Robinson Road in the old Hasties building. Call 324-6427 or 698-1141. Don't get blown away this hurricane season. Visit us today.
Good morning and welcome to your TGIF Look at Sports. It came down to one game to decide who moves on to the Providence Softball Association Ladies Championship. The Prophet Pool Lady Sharks and the Johnson Lady Truckers giving the fans at Bankers Blues Field their money's worth. Both came out swinging with the Sharks going up early first. Then the Truckers fueled up on gas and pounded out hits after hits of their own. And in the bottom of the seventh, tied 12 all, the Truckers would get the walk-off hit to get the 13-12 win.
Long fight. We couldn't go down like this. We needed a champion. We needed to go to the championship. But I know I was going to hit it over. That one we really did needed it. Even if I had to fly out and she'd have catch it, we still would have win the game.
Bad playing. I can't say nothing else. We played bad. I mean, in the top of the seventh, we leading by 1 run. We get 3 out. Pop fly to the center fielder, she drop it. Next person back, fly ball to left fielder, she drop it. The third out, the shortstop throw the ball to first base. The first baseman drop the ball. You get beat. You can't keep coming back.
Does that have to do with experience? Or?
Inexperience, man. Inexperience. But the thing about it, I'm not going to blame it on that. This is about our 3rd year to get us a unit. At some point in time, we got to make the little simple plays. We just didn't make the simple plays. That's why we got beat tonight.
Now the Truckers now advance to face the Sunshine on the Wildcats in the championship that starts on Saturday.
We get it. It's a good fight, but I think we get more bats and we get pitching.
To have the CNS Hitmen swing against the Commander Security Truckers, so Saturday, Bankers Blues Field is the place to be. Well, the top female track athlete in the world, Shawnee Miller-Uibo, returned home Thursday. I was greeted by a few members of the Bahamas Olympic Committee at the Lyndon Pinling International Airport. She, along with her husband, Marcel, in town. Unbeaten this year in both the 200 and 400 meters, she is just ready for some relaxation.
how do I say, focus on the entire season, but we were able to get through it. Like I said, I love great competition, and so the competitions were pretty fierce this year, and so, yeah, I think everything went really well. I can only just be grateful to God for how the season went.
From there, it was on to the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources to pay a call on the former Minister of Sports, the Honorable Michael Pintard.
We believe that it is important to continue to support our elite athletes, and that, of course, can be done through a number of ministries. And so we want to say congratulations to you. There are so many feats you have performed over time, so many records nationally that you hold, and of course, you are a pace setter on the Diamond League circuit, and all of us Bahamians in the banks at home were all celebrating as you ran.
Well, executives of the Bahamas Baseball Association with an umpire certification course getting started Thursday at the St. Andrews Field of Dream. Many persons taking advantage of the opportunity that will be both practical and theory. BBA President Sam Rogers.
This is a certified umpires training course. We brought in some 2 instructors from the Dominican Republic to carry on this course, and we hope to have all umpires over the next 3 days here in Nassau take up the opportunity to make sure that when they take our opportunity, these courses as we move forward.
And that's going to put a cap on your TGIF Morning Edition. LaDawn and Basil is coming right back after this little short break.
Need insurance for your valuables? Shield Insurance is the answer for you, offering friendly, professional service at competitive prices. Our experienced staff at Shield Insurance work hard to ensure that you get the right coverage for your car, home, or business. Now introducing our new premium financing program, designed to make it easier for government workers and employees of approved businesses to receive car and home insurance. Visit Shield Insurance on Thompson Boulevard or call 356-7202.
The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1st through November 30th, when a hurricane alert is issued for your area, which indicates the possibility that you could experience hurricane conditions within 60 hours. You should begin the initial stages of preparation for the storm. When the storm is 48 hours away, a hurricane watch is issued. Once a watch is issued, be sure to get updates from the Met Office via television and radio. Get your battery-powered radio ready. Keep your emergency supply kit, blankets, and sleeping bags handy, and your children and pets indoors. Be sure you have extra cash and that your car has a full tank of gas. Fill all prescriptions. A hurricane warning means that a storm with winds of 74 miles per hour or more is 36 hours away. At this point, secure all windows with shutters and plywood. Place your valuables and records in waterproof containers and store them on the highest floor of your home or in the safest area. This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas in conjunction with the National Emergency Management Agency.
In our final look at weather, hurricane-force winds now starting to move inland over North Carolina as the eye of Florence crosses the shoreline, and that will continue at about 5 miles per hour. Storm surges up to 13 feet can be anticipated, and rainfall totals around 25 inches, resulting in heavy flooding in the Carolina areas. The forecast track is to move it west for a while, then slightly towards the south before turning back towards the northwest, and then racing off towards the north and east the early part of next week. And Isaac has deteriorated, is now just a tropical depression moving towards the west in the Caribbean Sea. No problem there for us at all. And our forecast for today, partly sunny, hot and humid, high temperature of 90 degrees. And then tonight we're looking at partly cloudy and warm conditions, a low temperature of 78 degrees. The extended weather forecast over the next 7 days, pretty nice weather over the weekend into the early part of next week. But by Tuesday, we'll bring some more showers back into the forecast. LaDawn?
Thanks a lot, Basil. And that does it for the morning edition. Thank you so much for waking up with us once again. I'm LaDawn Davis. See you right back here on Monday morning.